That's
We're back. That's good.
we weren't ever here. We never have done a personal wellness.
Yeah, true. Okay. Okay. We are live in a couple places, so
We are.
you want to start saying hi to people?
Hey everyone, it's Dan Purser, Dr. Dan Purser, danpursermd.com. This is our first Purser Wellness Facebook Live. I know it's kind of come out of the blue. We're surprising everyone. Jackson's made up a series of questions, and hope you'll hope you'll find them interesting. So I think you will. It's about some of the future, what we got planned, bigger things coming, what are available, new tests, new books, all that's coming out. So anytime we're ready, tell me when we're ready. Jackson, hit all the when we're on all these sites.
Yep. Okay. Looks like we're on everywhere. Let me do our little intro.
Do we have a new one?
No, it's the same. We're talking right over it, but that's okay. All right. Here we both are. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Dan Purser here. That's Jackson, my my lifelong assistant. It seems like he's my son, my stepson, but he's runs everything around here. So we're now in our new office, which is a lot bigger because we've become overwhelmed. Well, I won't call it overwhelmed, but we've become larger
Yeah.
with patients. So yeah, the first announcement I'm going to make is I am the highest ranked by Google review physician in Utah, MD in Utah. Maybe even the Rocky Mountain States. We're trying to figure that one out. We've heard that too, but 800 plus 5-star reviews, something like that.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for doing that. Thank you everyone for doing that. The vast majority of those I never asked for. I've asked for a few and gone, if you like what we've done or don't like it or hate me, you leave a review, you know. So if you haven't left a review and you love what I've done, leave me a review. I would like to get to 1,000. I think I get a watch from Google.
A solid gold watch. That's what they send when you get 1,000 Google reviews.
They do?
Sure.
No, they liar. So I don't get it. I don't get a gold watch. I don't even get a. Do I get a thank you card or wow, you're great? You're at that. You hit 1,000.
We'll make you one. How about that?
Okay. It's funny because a patient was telling me most doctors, if they're really good, an MD might have a 1.5-star review. And then she said, but you have a 4.96. This was back when I had 550. I'm like, I didn't even. 65. I know nothing about Google reviews. I just know now they're important. And I said 4.96 should it be 9.96 because I thought 0 to 10 or something. And it's just like no, there's 0 to 5, and 5 is really good. You're pretty perfect. I think I'm higher than that now. I think I'm like at 4.98 or 99 or something.
That's great.
And I had no idea I had any Google reviews. She said, no. I said, why? She said, most doctors are 1.5. And she said, do you know why? I'm like, I don't know. I think most doctors are really good. They're trying hard. I know it may not seem that way. I know you guys get frustrated with them. My fellow physicians work really hard. They're really smart people. Google reviews aren't important to them because they get insurance referrals. I don't. I get family referrals. I get people and families going, you got to go see this guy because he saved my life or he made me feel better or whatever. That's the kind of review. That's the kind of the referrals I get. We don't even advertise.
No.
This is just me yakking at you. It's not really advertisement, but so it's interesting. I asked her why don't those doctors have higher ratings? She said they don't care. She had a really specific comment I won't share, but about what she thought doctors were, why they wouldn't get reviews. I'm not going to say that on air, but she's right. I've been one of those. I've been a jerk. No, she didn't say jerk, but I've been a jerk. Back in my younger years when I thought I was all that. Now I know I'm not all that. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to get to serve you guys. Lucky to be of any service, any assistance. So thank you for helping me with those reviews. Okay, enough of that. So you have questions?
Yeah. Let's just dive right into it.
Because this will kind of tell what's going on, what the future is, what's happening now. Big
Yeah.
things are afoot.
Yeah.
Really
where we
big
think.
things. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah. Like you
And
said,
one of them involves RFK, but we'll talk about that.
we'll get to it. Like you said, we just moved into our new office. We're still right here in Pleasant Grove, Utah. But yeah, no, we have more offices so that hopefully we can have more people seeing patients and
Yeah.
have more options for one-on-one activity between our patients and our staff and just help.
Are you talking
more
about our
people.
Florida thing?
That too, but even just here, we want to keep expanding here.
Yeah, here. Yeah, exactly. So okay, we'll get to the Florida thing.
Exactly, yeah. And we've got other cool offerings coming soon as
Yeah.
well. Stem cells and other injectables.
Yeah,
and
I wore
other
a golf
things.
shirt because of Florida. I'm talking about Florida.
Yeah, I'm wearing a golf shirt today too. How
Okay,
did
well,
we, how do
there
we
it is.
know?
And they're black, which I'd never wear on the course because you'd die in the summer there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, first question. Why do you do the CMA intracellular testing?
I deal in root causes, and it's a great place to start. I see all these high level tests like MMA testing and all kinds of weird amino acids and stuff like that. But if you have vitamin deficiencies, it's way below all that. It'll affect all that. So why waste your money on that? Why waste your? I don't care about hardly anything else. I know your hormones will be low, all that, but the vitamin panel usually tells me why. I see hypothyroid cases all the time, and they're just malnourished.
Yeah.
So, and they're like, I have Hashimoto's. I'm like, you got 9 thyroid peroxidase antibodies. That's not really Hashimoto's. Yeah, technically it is, but if you have 9,000 or 900, we'll talk. But 9? No. Why? Who told you that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a lab error. So, I love those Hashimoto cases like that. Like, nope, you don't really have it. Yeah, but I don't believe in magical thinking, and you've heard my videos, you've probably seen my videos about that. Doctors use that all the time. They're like, your testosterone was low, Bob. Let's give you testosterone. Well, something is missing between your testosterone is low and let's give you testosterone. Bob should have said, or that doctor should have said in his brain, why is Bob's testosterone low? They don't do that. They never do that.
Yeah.
They don't. And if they do answer, it's a really vague, non-specific answer, like stress, something like that. Well, that's not accurate. I've never seen stress kill someone's testosterone level. I've seen years of stress kill your vitamin levels and cause you to be malnourished, and that'll kill your testosterone level or thyroid level or a lot of other things. So I start with root causes. It's what you pay me to do. Whether you know it or not, I figure out. I don't do Band-Aids. I don't give you prescriptions unless I have to. Unless I absolutely get forced to. Then you got to come here and see me. That's a pain in the butt. So usually I'll tell you, go see your local doctor, ask for this, tell them what's going on. And if they don't help, you can always fly out here. So, okay, enough of that.
No, always options.
Yeah.
Now, what you used to always say this, that good nutrition in equals good hormones out or good wellness out.
Yeah, good hormones out. Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we learned that at in Southern California at the university there. I was doing research at. We would get the intracellular vitamin panel. We'd see pituitary cases that weren't. They weren't. Their pituitary, we looked at their scan. It was normal. They didn't have any brain trauma. No, they didn't play in the NFL or NHL or Division I football. They'd never been knocked unconscious. It wasn't a pituitary problem. It was a vitamin deficiency. I don't believe in menopause. I believe in vitaminopause too. I just have a lot of catchphrases, but that's what I believe in.
That's one of my favorite ones, the menopause, because there were a couple like big journals that wrote articles about menopause.
Complete garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so I've seen guys in their 60s and 70s. I saw an 85-year-old once in St. Louis with a 1250. I've seen for his total testosterone. I've seen a lot of guys in their 60s and 70s with 1100s, 1200s, not on anything. None of them are on anything. So you're going to get that 1 out of a million men. You're going to somehow have stumbled on some of those people, or maybe they're mortals, and I think they walk among us. But we'll leave that right there. Now I'll probably be dead before I do this again now, because they know I figured them out. But the reality is, it's just random vitamin deficiencies that cause most guys to have low testosterone.
Yeah.
Or women to have POI, or premature ovarian insufficiency.
Yeah.
Or hypothyroidism.
No, yeah, definitely. Denise and I, my mom, we were talking right before this too, exactly about that. The links between B vitamins, specifically MTHFR, and then insufficiency of progesterone in women and testosterone in men. It's all interconnected.
Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that, but yeah.
Right.
So the intracellular panel, we used one in Southern California that was good at SpectraCell, but I believe this one is a lot better. Same technology, same people. They just evolved and they tested too.
Yeah.
I call this 2.0 or 3.0. It's a platinum version.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, 3 times the results, faster, more accurate, more sensitive. Just less failures. It's really good.
That's great. So we have the CMA test, but then, and that's the main backbone of how we actually work one-on-one with our patients. But what else do we offer to help them?
Maxton and I have worked together. We developed that Purser Wellness. What do we call it?
We just changed the name of it today, actually. So it's the Purser Wellness DRP genetics test.
Yeah, for Maxton, yeah. Because we're going to use it with the AI, which is going to be me, but that's a whole other story. That's future. So, yeah, I curated that. I designed that.
Bless you.
Sorry, I designed that myself. It took us 2 years to get it right.
Yeah.
And they were really good to work with us at Maxton. They're a great team over there. But that's my test. So
when you
that's their test.
Yeah, they run it for us, and we love them because they keep everything extremely private, which is the best part of any genetic company. That's what you want.
They're really critical. Yeah. I think your room is dusty.
Yeah, the dust is still settling in our new place.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Okay, so with this genetic test, when you say that you helped design it, what did you do? What did you choose to put in that test?
I see patients with genetic issues for 2 major reasons. Consistently, I've seen 25,000 genetic patients over the years, a lot of them. So I've kind of gathered all that over the last, I want to say 25 years. It's been more like 15. Since 2003. Human Genome Project, so 20 years.
22 years, yeah.
Yeah, 22 years. We were doing this about 2004. Back when simply getting a small test panel up at the U was $34,000. And you'd find out if you had MTHFR or not. So I started way back. I wrote that book, the 85% solution about MTHFR in Utah. And 85% of people here have it because we're all blonde hair, blue-eyed, and Northern European. You have it, I have it, we all have it. And it's also why we're the Prozac capital of the United States, of the world, too, because of that MTHFR, it's my belief. But so I deal with inflammation. You're thinking, does that have a lot to do with MTHFR? Yeah, it actually does with methylation. Methylation SNPs. For years, there's been this thing called homocysteine. We've known about it 90 years. And no one knows how to treat it. They tried starving people to death to lower the homocysteine. It worked great, but they died. And that was till 2002. And they quit doing it because a really smart lady and a naturopath in Colorado wrote this great article that kind of rocked the world about how the starving the people was not a good thing to do. They were dying more quickly from that than from the homocysteine. The homocysteine will kill you. It's a cardiovascular waste product. So that's one of the things I look for. There's 17 SNPs that will cause that. 17 SNPs. If homozygous, they're all methylation SNPs. If homozygous, you're going to have a high fixed homocysteine level. I know Gary Brecka said give them TMG. Everyone always tries that. Or they say my homocysteine level is good. I'm like, then I say you're malnourished. Because that's the only reason it'll be low if you have genetic reasons for it to be high. So that's landmark. So we'll get to that in a minute. 3 books I'm coming out with this year, but maybe 4 it looks like. But the other reason people come to see me is gut problems, digestive issues. Lots and lots and lots of that. Or fatty liver or gallbladder or whatever, trying to get answers to it. I'm going to tell you about PEMT. That's a fairly new, something we just have really started to learn about the last 3 years. I'm writing a book about that, a book about homocysteine. They're all part of my landmark, my genetic landmarks, my landmark genetic series of diseases. I got 3 books coming out about that this year, including fibromyalgia, which we don't have to talk about today. But I have an agent in New York City, and so we can't wait for her to get the books because I think they're all going to be bestsellers. So, especially for professionals, medical professionals. But someone figured out in 1998 that homocysteine does not affect you directly; it affects you indirectly. It causes your monocytes or white blood cells to produce cytokines. Cytokines are nasty. They cause the inflammation. That and superoxides do. But cytokines cause the superoxides, so at least partially. Cytokines, specifically homocysteine, causes the elevation of IL-8, interleukin 8, and monocyte chemoprotectant 1. And those are what kill you. It's also the number one cause of kidney failure. It's also I believe, causes most hypertension. 38% of the population has a homocysteine problem. And I bet it might be even higher. But it's a big deal. It causes kidney cancer, causes malignant melanoma. It's associated with that. Strokes, heart attacks at a really high level. Everyone listening to me has any years under their belt can recall someone playing basketball across town, your city or small town or wherever, and some 17 or 18-year-old boy died of a heart attack or stroke while he was playing that or football, and everyone was shocked. That's a homocysteine problem, unless proven otherwise. But they don't even check it. They wouldn't even check it. They still won't check it, even though in 2018, someone did a research article in a study and figured out and put this out there, which was another landmark movement in this homocysteine problem or puzzle, that in the information we got in '98 on it stimulating monocytes to produce cytokines, that if your glutathione level, now you see where I'm going with this, if your glutathione level was high enough, it would suppress your cytokine production. So Skyrizi will do the same. Skyrizi, I think, I could be wrong, it's either 12,000 or 1,200 a shot. You get 2 shots. I think it's 12,000. 2 shots a month for it. And that's prescription. That's what doctors are using for psoriasis because it lowers IL-26R, which is another interleukin, another cytokine. Mm-hmm. And so now they figured out it's starting to lower other cytokines, and they got to get FDA approval. But, man, that's expensive.
Yeah. So what option do you have other than Skyrizi then?
Where's glutathione? We have the only patented oral glutathione in the world. And we have, I think, 300 lab results showing high then low.
Of IL-8 or homocysteine?
IL-8.
Yeah.
I can't lower homocysteine. You can't lower homocysteine. Don't buy into that. You lower the cytokines. So that's a big deal. What we've also found out in the last few weeks, looking at VX injured, just leave it at that. I'll let you put the middle letter in, is that they have a thing called S protein that is constantly being produced in their cells. This protein is what hurts you or can hurt you. It doesn't always, but it usually does, especially for the VX injured or the injured people. It does the same thing as homocysteine. It causes cytokines to produce. I can't remember, it's IL-6R and IL-18 or something like that. I've got the notes in there. But
I remember that, the cytokine storm that.
Yeah, they talked about it. Fauci, little weasel, talked about that all the time. So it's interesting. So now I want to get a hold of someone who's injured in that way. If you know anyone that is, have them reach out to us. I'd like to talk to 2 or 3 or 4 of them. I'll send them some free glutathione to try. Because I think it'll help dramatically because it lowers that cytokine function. It always lowers all cytokines, is what we found.
All cytokines.
Yeah, and the literature says it should do that.
Yeah.
So the book, I've got a book coming out on all that, the homocysteine book that talks about all that, by the way. super interesting. I think it'll be. There's a reason why it'll be a bestseller. 38% of the population has it.
So
Maybe.
what you mentioned, like strokes and other things, but if people have high homocysteine causing high
Inflammation everywhere. By the time they hit 40 or 50, they kind of figure it out. They're like, I'm not normal. I got something bad going on. I hurt all over. I can feel waves of it going through my body. My joints hurt. They get swollen. I hurt.
so
Inflammation.
relief from all of that with high enough glutathione levels.
That's what we see. I mean, you know what we see around here.
Yeah. I'm asking for the audience too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for FDA reasons, I can't say it's. This is just a rumor. Like we don't treat or do anything with it. Yeah, all that.
But the clinical data that you are collecting now, like you said, we have numerous levels showing the decrease in cytokine activity.
Yeah, and you and I got to still sit down and put it in that treatment,
the book,
that lab section. But yeah, game changer.
Totally.
Yeah, and we have the only oral patented glutathione in the world, so it works. We're coming out with a new liquid. I'm cutting off all your questions.
It's all good.
We're coming out with a new version of our liquid finally, so we think it's even more potent than the capsules.
Yeah, so just to clarify, VARS glutathione, the liquid oral glutathione that we sold 2 years ago and for years
Yeah,
before
but
that.
you've gotten rid of all the taste problems. It tastes really good, peppermint.
Much better. We did that mango peach one for a little bit, but
Really?
it fell apart quickly too. That was part of the problem.
Yeah.
So we've gone back, and now it's closer to our mint burst version, but without the horrible taste to it.
No aftertaste.
No, yeah, really.
Yeah,
a
it doesn't
minty
do the
aftertaste,
glutathione
which is
thing.
great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a hit.
Yeah. So later this fall, it's in production right now.
You take glutathione to get rid of inflammation. So it's not. Let's back up. I know everyone wants to put you on statins and stuff. That's what I learned in cardiology research in Southern California, that it's not the cholesterol, it's the inflammation that counts.
Mm.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And guess what the worst inflammatory component is? Homocysteine.
Yeah.
And really IL-8 is the real culprit. You could check your IL-8. You can get your doctor to do it. You can use, I think, any lab test now. Some of them do it, not all of them across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check out IL-8, interleukin-8, the number 8, IL-8, and see where it is. And so we have tons of normal ones because we get people go start on the glutathione before I ever even talk to them, and they're like, I feel pretty good now. I'm like, okay, well, you shouldn't, but yeah, you got to take. Usually takes 3 or 4 or 5 a day according to your weight.
Yeah.
So we had one guy do it with 1. That was weird. Never seen that. So occasionally we get people who can't get their IL-8 down, and it's super high. That's bad, and they hurt all over massively. What do you think is going on?
Do they have other genetic errors around it?
No,
I
it's
don't know.
environmental.
Environmental.
It's either allergies will do it, or infection somewhere. Like I had that jaw infection. That's why we haven't done a Facebook Live in a while. I had this horrible, I didn't even know I had it. It's horrible jaw infection. I see that all the time with patients. My dentist told me, he's like, you got a jaw infection. Something's going on. So I went and had one of those cone x-rays with a periodontist. I paid him, not much for it, but because he'd done some root canals. I know, you're not supposed to get them. I know all that. So, and I had an infection. So I had to go to have an oral surgeon dig it all out. That was interesting.
It was almost getting all the way to the sinus cavity, right?
Yeah, almost. It was like that far away. It almost broke through.
Crazy.
And that would have been really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he got it. A good oral surgeon. Edmonds in Orem, really good. And superb, I'd say. And my periodontist is really good too. I can't remember his name, but I probably don't want to. But he's a good guy. So I couldn't bring my IL-8 down. And I explained why I was so tired all the time. And you, especially when you're older, you get an infection.
Yeah.
You're chronically chewing up lots of vitamins. So. It's just another thing. I'm in my 60s. I blink funny or sneeze twice. I'm going to have vitamin deficiency. So. Right now I feel really good. But I went to my dentist today, and he filled a couple of little cavities, and that was it. It was great.
Yeah.
Love that. I don't get numbed up for that kind of stuff. I don't get numbed up often for root canals, which are hideous. I just don't like to be numbed up because I got to come back and go to work.
Totally.
I'll be like, go ahead and hurt me. I'll be able to work.
Coming out of those procedures and other things, did you do anything special to help bounce back from it?
Yeah, I did that CMA. I had to. I was dying. I kept falling asleep talking to patients.
Oh,
That's a CoQ10 problem, by the way. And so, and I see a lot of those sub 4 yesterday, 5.
yeah.
5 ultra severe CoQ10 deficiencies. And they all have doing stuff like that. I can't focus. I can't drive. I fall asleep. And it's like, yeah, it's CoQ10. Also, you can go into heart failure. That bad boy stays low enough long enough. Taurine and CoQ10. Taurine's the one the NIH says this amino acid says you can't be deficient in that because it causes heart failure and pericarditis. So I had that. So
Dang.
lucky me, taurine. Woo.
Yeah.
And so CoQ10 and taurine are two devils. They're on my top 5 list. Never have those. So
Dang. Yeah.
if you're going to take anything, get the CoQ10. The one I like right now, it's the only one I've ever seen really work. Though we're working on making one better, bigger, higher dose, all that.
Because we have the CoQ10 in the Bright Brain. It's a smaller dose than
Yeah,
what
it's
you
not
need
enough
to
to
do
do
for
anything.
Mhm.
It's what it does it with the Coke. It works appropriately with the PQQ.
these.
But it's called Mega Qunol. It's a red bottle you get at Walmart.
Yeah.
So you know if you're like, I'm getting brain fog, I feel horrible, I want to fall asleep at work, and yeah, get the CoQ10 and take 12.
Yeah.
I kid you not. If you're 3, take 1. But if you're 12, if you're older than about 18, take a lot.
The important thing to look with those is that it's ubiquinol, not ubiquinone.
No, ubiquinone sucks. I've never seen it work.
Yeah.
It's what all the studies are with.
Okay. And again, it goes back to our base of antioxidants that ubiquinol is the reduced version.
Yeah.
Ubiquinone is oxidized. It happens during.
Yeah, and I think Qunol's got it good. I think we can do it better. I want to do a 400 milligram one. Sometimes people taking, I was taking 20 of those 100 milligram ones for a while.
Wow.
3 weeks. I couldn't get ahead of it.
Yeah.
I take 8 in the morning, 4 at lunch, 4 in the afternoon so I could drive home. I did 4 at lunch because I was getting brain foggy right before lunch. I'm like, I'm going to fall asleep. I'll take him in 15 minutes later. I'm like, hi, I'm feeling really good. So yeah, I'm a happy camper. There's lots of CoQ10. So yeah, and then 4 o'clock so I could drive home.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've talked about a couple of interesting products. Let's talk about the couple different forms of glutathione. You mentioned the capsules, the liquid, and then we also have the topical spray.
Yeah, well, with the liquid, we can do the spray, but we have Nayan Patel's Glutarol.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys know who makes that Glutarol. It's Nayan Patel and Shintron. They were on our team in Southern California. They teach at Keck at USC, PhDs. They'd come down and help us do research. They're great guys. The guy we worked with is great. The U.S. Assistant Surgeon General is awesome. And we had a ton of fun, learned tons of stuff. It's priceless. I drove down there every week and rarely flew down because we didn't have the money. Just hang out with him. It wasn't that long ago, even. He taught me a ton. Mm-hmm. But Nayan and Shin and I spent 4 years. I did all the clinical trial work for him. So I believe I'm on that patent. And Nayan lets us sell it here in the office at a discount over what they require everyone else to sell it for. So, because I'm on the patent. That's a really good topical glutathione. But you can use our new mint flavored. Mm-hmm. You'll smell like mint, which isn't the worst thing.
No, it's not that much mint in there.
Yeah, you can't really smell it hardly. But it doesn't smell like glutathione either. So that'll be a game changer. But yeah, you can use that topically too.
Yeah.
Also, as far as we can tell, and we're pretty sure because we have really bright patent attorneys, I believe we have the only patent going forward for the first IV glutathione that will probably get FDA approval, the only one. There's only one pathway to get there. I know, that's crazy. You're going, sure, that's right, only one pathway.
So about that, I mean, people get IV glutathione treatments right now.
Right.
And
it's not reduced.
They're
not
getting
stable.
the oxidized version, yeah.
Getting oxidized.
And that it probably does have some effect, not much different than taking NAC or.
Yeah, and I can't discuss the process we got to take it through, not live.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'll be beat up over that if I do that by my patent attorneys. But, But we have the only pathway. We're going to move on that in the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get that done. So I have 3 books coming out. They're all, I think, going to be bestsellers. It's my Landmark Genetics series. First is on homocysteine. Big deal. 90 years, no treatment. Killed millions and millions of people. That should stop now. Sorry, we're at, though, like I told you, Skyrizi, they're looking at that. And so I guess that's another option, but it's not glutathione. And our glutathione really, other than detoxing you, which can be uncomfortable, it doesn't really have any side effects. Unless you're allergic to sunflower lecithin, sunflower. So, yeah. Sunflower lecithin, no, you can't have it.
Yeah.
So,
phosphatidylcholine. That's what
we do have phosphatidylcholine in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get our sunflower lecithin. So it actually helps with PEMT.
Mm-hmm.
And PEMT, the next book, is also a cytokine and a chemokine problem. So SOD lowers chemokines, and we're the only functional SOD on the planet. We're a biotech, so we do really cool things. We just don't charge biotech prices. A friend of mine in Austin's like, you should charge $1,200 for that bottle of SOD. Maybe it's 12,000. I can't remember, some ridiculous number. And I think it's $1,200. It's like insurance will pay for it. I'm like, we're not gonna do that ever.
So what benefit do you see of using glutathione and SOD together?
They're sisters. God made them that way. Higher power made them that way. SOD. So superoxides are little oxygens missing 2 electrons. O minus 2. Superscript.
Do you want me to go get your little whiteboard for you?
Nope, not gonna do that. Don't start me on that whiteboard stuff, man. So O minus 2, that is a really unstable oxygen molecule. Matter of fact, it's so unstable that it constantly vibrates. It's about to explode, and it's frightening even. But that vibration, weirdly, it's like a little microscopic perpetual motion machine. That's just one of the weird facts of the galaxy. And it's what causes inflammation for everything, for your body, for everything. So for plants, animals, we've learned a lot about it. Mm-hmm. Superoxide dismutation, we have 3 forms of it in our body. I'll talk about that in a second, but it vibrates all the time, so it generates heat. It's the root cause of inflammation. So SOD dismutes it. Superoxide dismutase dismutes it and turns it into H2O2, which is hydrogen peroxide, which we need to mess with our pH to lower our pH properly. Except for if you have a glutathione problem or homocysteine problem and you're not converting it to glutathione appropriately in that transsulfuration pathway we just talked about, then you're going to get way too much hydrogen peroxide in your system. You'll start foaming at the mouth. I'm joking. You won't do that, but you'll feel horrible. So glutathione takes the hydrogen peroxide and converts it into H2O and O2, oxygen and water. Mm-hmm. And that's how it works. And it does it 10,000, 8 billion, whatever, times a second, a minute, whatever. Yeah. So they work together.
Yeah.
I always tell people to start the glutathione first if they have problems with both, then add the SOD, and they're like, what is this magic? Yeah, it's why we get those 800 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
So,
no, because we saw a lot of part of the PEMT and other inflammatory gut problems. The SOD helped a ton with those.
Oh, yeah, we know it does. Yeah, studies have, not just ours, but
yeah.
I mean, there's no other SOD out there that works, but they've done people that create a lot of SOD, they can follow that.
Because just like the cytokines, they help stabilize CRP as well, C-reactive protein.
Well, homocysteine is what causes high hsCRP. We've learned that. High D-dimer. And D-dimer was what we found out during COVID. If you're low in D-dimer, you were dead. Mm-hmm. If you got COVID, you're going to die. Then that article came out by Polanikov that I was talking to him in Russia. He's an ICU specialist. About if you had, the problem was if you had a low glutathione and you got COVID, you're going to die. Because you would clot.
Yeah.
You'd cytokine storms.
Yeah. Exactly what we're seeing and what we're helping with now.
Take a lot of glutathione. That's why we treated 565 patients. We didn't lose a patient.
Yeah. That was incredible times back then.
I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, ever. I
Okay.
don't think we will.
No, I hope not. Yeah. Changing subjects a little bit.
Okay, yeah, a lot probably. Sorry, I just rambled.
No, it's all good. It's been so good to just be able to kind of catch up. I mean, it's been
Yeah.
months since we've been on here chatting with people. Do you want me to run through a couple questions? There's been some coming through, and then
Why
we'll
would they ask? I'm boring.
You were boring me a little bit, but that's just me. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, so someone was asking about the topical Glutaril product. Where is the best place to apply it for application?
Not in your eye. Everywhere else is good. The best place would be over your wrists or your neck. You want to get it in your bloodstream. Or it does so many good things for the skin. Like it's crazy what all it does. Remember we sold that Shingular,
Yeah.
which was a topical version of our glutathione. The problem was people were getting what they really thought they had shingles. They had post-herpetic neuralgia, PHN. That takes months to go away. It can heal it, Glutaril or our topical glutathione, because it always heals that PHN. That's why we did Shingular. But we had this money-back guarantee because it stopped shingles, the actual shingles, so quickly.
Yeah.
72
blisters.
hours, yeah. And people were sending them back going, it didn't clear up my shingles. We're like, what? You don't have shingles. They didn't. They had PHN.
Yeah.
Post-herpetic neuralgia, the damaged nerves from the shingles.
Yeah.
It will clear it up. Might take 3 months.
Then that's what we were seeing too, that sod would help as well with that PHN. When we did our CRMX, it was beneficial.
Sod helps too, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't the biggest thing in the world, but it did help a lot.
Yeah, good combination gels.
Yep. And so that's
By the way,
yeah.
I don't know if they know this, but we got contacted by the NIH a couple of years ago. They wanted our CRMX for the VA and DOD.
Yeah.
The VA and DOD wanted it. They contacted the FDA. The FDA contacted the NIH, and they contacted us. It's kind of a weird chain.
Yeah.
So eventually we're going to revisit that. Then we had a bunch of other weird stuff happen. We're going to revisit that and make that for the VA and DOD.
Yeah. So people aren't too confused too. CRMX was our sod gel, sod lidocaine gel.
Sod 1, really.
Sod 1, yep. And so now we have our Rejuve and a few bottles of Soothe left right now.
Yeah, and it's Sod 1, 2, and 3, right?
At least 2 and 3.
Well, hopefully some 1 in there.
Yeah. But so Rejuve, though, was basically the same formula other than Sod 1, Sod 2, 3. As CRMX and without lidocaine, but we made it much more skin
Natural.
friendly
Yeah.
and natural. Yeah, definitely more natural too.
Yeah, it gets rid of wrinkles like crazy.
Yeah.
Smear it on your forehead.
Yeah, so that's why you pull it up and it's Rejuve wrinkle serum right
Yeah,
now. But
yeah.
it does way more than just remove wrinkles.
man,
It's
a lot
great
more.
at wrinkles, but
Yeah.
but it
We
can
need to
do a lot more.
revisit that the Sod 1, the CRMX, because we were really going after a ALS application.
That's right. And arthritis treatment. Yeah, sorry, it's dusty in here.
No, I'm old.
Okay, so a couple people were asking about becoming patients of yours, if they can do it from out of state, which, yes.
I'm just counseling nutritionally. We can talk about severe medical stuff, but I can't diagnose it or help it much unless it's a nutritional problem. We can do it. I counsel patients in Saudi Arabia or Dubai or
All over the world.
Norway or freaking everywhere.
Now,
Yeah.
our testing can be sent all over the world, both the
Yeah.
genetic and the CMA, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And so, wherever you are, let's work together.
Yeah, so we are opening an office in Florida.
Yeah.
It's going to be a process. I'm going to also activate my license there if they'll have me. They need more primary care. We'll just go with that one. I can see people for nutritional counseling. Literally anyone can do nutritional or genetic counseling. I'm highly overqualified for both those, so I don't need to get relicensed or anything weird about that. But it's crazy. Yeah, in Windermere or somewhere near Windermere.
Yeah.
Northern, right around Orlando.
Yeah.
That way, when we're done seeing patients, we run over to Disney World.
Hey, yeah. I think
yeah.
Cheryl Larson was on there saying, looking forward to seeing you next month when you're out there.
Yeah, heck yeah,
See,
Cheryl.
yeah.
Okay, we'll be there.
Yeah. Excuse me. So a common concern people have is just the cost to be able to get the testing and see you. And so
Well, there's also justice they can see.
exactly, yeah, we're expanding your team of who can actually work with the
It's
patient.
just my son-in-law, he's that 6'4" dude, the fireman, ICU paramedic, top ICU paramedic for him, maybe the top here in Utah County.
Yeah, maybe the state needs also.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
And he can carry like 4 people out of a burning building.
I have heard that.
Yeah, and especially the little old ladies or even the younger women. Anyway, yeah. Take me, carry me. They wouldn't want me to carry him, but yeah. Yeah, and so he's cheaper.
Yeah, no, it's
Damn.
cheaper to do the consults with, and so through our website.
If you're complex
Yeah.
or crazy hard, really sick, I tease people because I'm like, a lot of the patients I see are seizing or crying or throwing up or passing out. I'm just talking to them, they just disappear. I'm like, what happened to that lady? To Susie. It's just like nuts what I see. Guy saw 9 scurvy cases last year.
Yeah.
7 this year. They're the color of this wall, and they're you can see this all over their teeth. It's kind of the red color because their gums are bleeding like crazy, and you can't touch them because they've been told they have fibromyalgia. It's not. They're breaking down their connective tissue with lack of vitamin C. So, it's nuts. I can spot them at the mall now. I just can't. It's illegal for me in Utah to go up. You have scurvy? Here's my card. I might go see. Go to that GNC store and buy 12 bottles of the vitamin C they have, and take one a day.
Yeah.
1 bottle a day.
What do you think is causing that? Major vitamin C deficiencies.
I don't know. Genetics, combination of genetics, and they don't eat fruit. And then suddenly it's on them, and they're so sick. I've decided of all the horrible vitamin deficiency diseases I see, deficiencies I deal with, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Don't get scurvy.
Yeah, definitely.
But then those people have been to Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins. I love the stories like Johns Hopkins. Really, they can Cedar Sinai, the one in the big hospital in New York. They're just, it's a joke. No one can figure it out.
They
It's
all
like,
overlook it.
completely. They don't. Even, it's not even on their list or on their AI's list or any list.
Yeah. No, and that's why people love coming to you, because you're able to look and find
Yeah,
those
look at
things
my
that others
Google
aren't.
reviews for scurvy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I have like at least 10
Yeah.
because I saved their life. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to mention that. So we do offer bundling of consulting with the testing,
Yeah, it's cheaper.
and then different versions if you're working with
Yeah.
Justice or with Dr. Purser. Just depends.
The best way to do it, if you want to save the most amount of money, get the Max Gen and get the CMA together, and CMA with Redox. And I won't do it without it now, I think. And we just roll all into one, and then I talk to you for 30 minutes. Some people are smart, and they pay for 45, so I don't have to rush through and leave a few things off here and there just to get it done. It's pretty complex, and especially if you're really ill, especially if you're seizing, crying, throwing up, passing out, whatever. Yeah, you need help.
Yeah. So, what do you think is the biggest thing you're looking forward to in the future?
There was someone on X the other day who sounded like absolutely like one of my patients. She wasn't. She says she's dying. She's had this for 4 years, going downhill. Her name is Trader Girl Q. I don't know her real name. So I'd like to see her. I reached out to her, but she said reach out if you think you can help. So a bunch of people did. There's a bunch of really good comments, but just no, it wasn't the problem. I think she has a severe taurine or CoQ10 or something. She's like, she thinks her heart's failing. And she's in her 20s. And sounds like my typical kind of patient, passing out, seizing, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to see her. The future, what does the future hold beyond that? Sorry. I just wanted to get that in because it really bugs me that she asked for help and here I am. I told her to look at my reviews and then decide she wanted to see me. I'm sure she didn't. But your mom's waiting for her to call. Like we should help this girl however we can. My 3 books are going to be big. That's going to change medicine. A friend of mine who's a major journal editor, like for New England Journal of Medicine, a lot of other, like, I don't think he told me 12 other journals, magazines, medical magazines, said that homocysteine book could be the biggest cardiology reveal in 20 or 30 years. That'll be interesting because no one knows yet what's coming. PMT is a major gastroenterology changer. I'm speaking about that at that conference this weekend.
Right.
They don't know what they're going to be shocked at what I say, because we've gotten people off liver transplant lists with figuring that out.
So
I had that one girl come from Emory. I'm not a patient. I got 4 patients coming. They came from Emory, and she showed up. She's one of their physicians, and they were wanting to know what I was doing. I told her and gave her the research and everything. I told her to write a book. She didn't, so I'm writing the book. So it needs to be out there. PEMT is a major game changer for fatty liver. If you have gallbladder disease when you're in your 30s, now you have fatty liver, you have PEMT until proven otherwise. If you have ulcerative colitis or Crohn's, you have PEMT until proven otherwise. Some of those I improve a lot. A third I improve a whole lot, like make it all go away. They have to take stuff forever because they can't make phosphatidylcholine. Third, we get pretty good, some improvement. A third, I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know why I'm having a third I can't do much with. So I'm really learning, though, on it. So, but
it's cool.
The ones I help get off their meds, everything else, they'll normalize. Crazy.
Totally.
Game changer.
Yeah.
So I'm the first speaker in the morning, Friday morning at the conference. I don't think they know what's going to happen. So
yeah, hopefully they'll let me come and film a little bit of it so we can share.
Yeah,
it,
show
we'll
up.
see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure this year I'll speak at a lot of conferences with this stuff coming out.
Yeah,
Especially if it's a New York Times bestseller list.
definitely.
I suspect most of these people don't know I've written 30 books.
Yeah.
17 number one books, or books that have been number one 17 times. And medical stuff.
GreatMedEbooks.com.
Is that it now?
No, that just brings you to the Amazon page that has all of your books.
Great
Yeah.
Med ebooks.
Yeah, you came up with that years ago.
I did.
Yeah.
That sucks.
We can make a new one.
I'm looking at your whatever that thing is. Is it called acupuncture?
No.
Aputure.
The control for the light. That's funny.
A weird name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, why does that say acupuncture?
Real quick, I wanted to ask you, RFK is a big figure right now. And
Oh,
just
yeah.
everything he's doing. What are your thoughts on it?
Apparently, I like him a lot. I like him a whole lot. Apparently, I had a couple of really prominent, wealthy, unbeknownst to me, I still don't know quite who they are, in Arkansas, patients of mine. And I changed their lives. And they reached out to Senator Tom Cotton, and apparently they gave him an earful, and he called me. So, and he said he wants me and him. He and I talked, and we got some more work to do, but before I want to meet. But he said he wants me to meet with him and RFK. So
Yeah.
I think about that vitamin panel. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I don't know where that meeting is going to go.
Totally.
It'll be crazy if I ever do it. So,
Yeah.
but it was in August. Supposed to be late August. Now it's been moved. I'll have to find out the date, but because I got other gigs going on, other things. Yeah, I need to meet with RFK. Yeah, I don't know how it'll go.
Yeah.
So that'd
That's
be cool.
exciting. That's
I'm
really
sure he
cool.
doesn't even know who I am.
Yet.
Like, wait, who are you? Are you the guy? Can you clean this table off really quick? I'm like, sure.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely the preventative therapies and things that you've been able to develop over the decades. We know it's something that needs to get out there for everyone, but
I think I'll definitely be talking to them about our CeramX because they're the guys who they offered us that $150 million grant and everything. It's funny, and then we had employees sue us. We'll stop that right there, but because that's over. But weird situation. It's like I think we wanted that money.
yeah, no, definitely. I mean
He wasn't an employee either, by the way. So
the therapies and things that you have come up with over the decades are incredible, and it's so outside of insurance and just the current medical realm.
I was really the first one to come out with a solid MTHFR vitamin.
Yeah, definitely.
So and then we'd already developed the first functional and only functional oral glutathione. You know what? Of all the things we talk about today, you guys need to get that in your head. There are 70, even we're 9 and Chin, we're down there. And they're trying to figure out NADH right now, by the way. That's another game changer. Make a real NADH that actually works. We knew there were 50 glutathiones on Amazon that were garbage. Mm-hmm. And not one worked. We looked at all of them. I had that fridge full. I don't know if you remember that. I bought all those and stuck them in there. There, this is bad. If they were good, they'd have a patent on it. They'd be all over it like we are. No, it takes years to figure that puzzle out. Same with like the IV glutathione. No one's done it right yet. Shockingly. And if they do, they'll violate our patent now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw someone in the comments on Facebook the other day were asking about Cetria. And Cetria is a glutathione
It's a great product.
manufacturer. Great product. They've done a lot of their own clinical studies on it. They may have some patent applications or other things.
Yeah, just on the way they form the glutathione.
Totally. And what's fun is that in our original patent applications, we were using Cetria.
Yeah.
And their results show an increase in blood serum glutathione
But it
levels.
takes 6 months.
6 months. Ours was within 30 minutes
Yeah.
and stayed up.
Yeah, you're not going to help a patient in the ER with, I want to take 6 months.
Yeah.
Be patient, Bob. That shingles will go away in 6 months.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that's the difference. I
Yeah.
mean, there are many glutathione products out there, but are they actually functional and are they actually helping?
I think another thing that brings to mind, I'd like to talk to some medbed people. Because you and I know what that glutathione does for burns.
Yeah.
It's insane. I picture a 9-year-old little boy with 70% burns on his body. It's horrible. He's going to die probably. I'll never be the same because they're going to scrub him. He's going to have scar tissue everywhere. You put him in a med bed, soak that spray, that glutathione, our glutathione, the IV fluid version or our topical version, or Glutarol even, runs over him all day long. It's going to cause really quick healing. This is what I perceive one day. I can't say it happens now or that we know it happens now. Won't admit that, but yeah, and it burn would heal in about 6 weeks, probably less for a kid. Without scrubbing, no infection. You can't, with that much glutathione, you're not going to get infected. You're going to find that out. And no surgeries.
Yeah.
And even full thickness burns. We've got videos.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy. The things that have only been thought of in science fiction are
yeah, because you and I
much less
talked about
fiction.
the Star Wars, the tanks.
Yeah.
I think that's a little extreme, but yeah, you lie in a med bed and it just flows over you while you watch TV or read a book, or flip through a computer screen with your finger and your 9. It's stuff like this. You don't go crazy for 6 weeks laying there. But the alternative is awful.
Yeah.
What they go through now is horrible. And I think it would change for major burn victims' lives forever. That's a big deal. That and the IV glutathione are big. What we're discovering about sod, now that we have the only version that actually works, is crazy.
Yeah.
And we got other things coming.
Yep. Always more cooking.
We're just nibbling around the edge.
Yeah. No, it's all fun. We've been going for about almost an hour now.
Yeah. He asked me some questions.
Yeah, there's a couple more. Some people wanted some clarification on bundling MaxGen and the CMA testing and consulting.
Call my office.
Yeah.
801
796.
796-7667. Thanks, Jackson.
Yep.
801-796-7667. Or email us at info@danpursermd.com.
Yeah, that's the best
It
way.
helps if you detail what's going on with you. I can't help everyone. I can help most.
Yeah.
I can definitely improve your life, but will I improve it to the point that you think, I'm cured, this is magical? No, that doesn't always happen. There's some things I can't fix.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crazy things we've done. So read the reviews.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, no. So if you are confused on how to get started, our front office staff is amazing. They're
They're
happy
really
to help.
good.
Yeah, Denise
We
leads
have the
them all
best
back.
in the world,
Mhm.
and we get a lot of reviews for that.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like Dr. Mercer, but that front office staff was great.
Yeah, yeah, we do see that a lot.
What, you do?
Oh,
Really?
A couple
Just
times I
joking.
have seen that.
Shut up.
No, but no, Denise, my mother there.
My
it's-
wife.
Yep, your wife, my mom. She is amazing talking to patients, and she'll hear you out. She'll help you and point you right along the way. And what's so fun talking to her and talking to all of us is that we live this, and we've lived this. That all of these different things that we try to help people with, it's because we ourselves did in our own family and our close friends. And Dr. Purser, you found the ways to help people. And so now we're just trying to help as many people as possible. Get it out there. Yeah, more and more people are saying, when can they come see you in Florida? So we need to get on that.
You don't need to come and see me. It's just for
They
nutritional
want
counseling.
to. They want to. That's the
Oh
fun
gosh, no, don't.
thing. Okay, here's a specific question. I have low testosterone. This is from a female, I believe, and on on testosterone cream. Wonder if there's something natural. I do exercise and walk 2 miles.
How old is she?
Doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's premenopausal. Get a vitamin panel. There's a reason why your ovaries aren't producing testosterone and other hormones, I might suspect. Because usually vitamin deficiencies affect all hormones, including cortisol, everything.
Everything.
The adrenal fatigue, no, it's vitamin fatigue. It's fatigue. It's just vitamin deficiency.
Yeah.
Unless someone socked you in the adrenals.
That can
Yeah,
happen.
that'd be weird. No, you'd know that.
Someone was asking for a list of all the products we were mentioning. I'll say physiciandesign.com to go see all our glutathione,
Yeah,
SOD,
that's their products.
most of our products. We talked about taurine and a couple others, and
You can
so
get those on Amazon.
on Amazon. One person was asking, what's the dosing on taurine that you would recommend?
A lot.
Yeah.
500 milligrams, 1,500. If you have a taurine deficiency, it won't hurt you to take it. Don't. And everyone's like, it's in these stimulant drinks. Yeah, I don't know why. It's the only good thing about those, really. But you need a lot more than what's in that drink. Don't go out and drink 72 of those a day.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
Don't drink 3 a day. Don't drink 1 a day.
Yeah, that's. I was just reading something this morning about that, of all these drinks that are vitamin infused now. And what people don't realize is they're using the cheapest versions of the vitamins. So
Yeah.
you're getting tons of folic acid. If you can tolerate folic acid, great. Otherwise, you're getting
56%
cyanocobalamin,
of the population can absorb folic acid.
but 44 can't.
Yeah.
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 No, but the cyanocobalamin, B12 in every product that has B
I don't really
vitamin in it.
like B12 made with cyanide. That just bugs me.
Yeah, not super helpful for people. Not really.
Not if you have a homocysteine problem. Good luck getting rid of that.
Yeah.
So if you have a homocysteine problem, you can't detox. You never detox.
Right.
Because you don't make enough glutathione to do it. You just, because you convert the homocysteine to the glutathione, and you can't do it. You've never done it since day one when you're born. We have other pathways we make glutathione through, but they're not very strong. So, and yeah, you might have usually they don't have a normal level on that CMA result. The glutathione, the intracellular glutathione is almost always low. Occasionally it's a normal level.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything because people already just said you got to have super high levels to defeat that IL-8.
Yeah. Yep. Balance it all out. Someone was asking if VARS is still a good glutathione product. So yes, absolutely yes.
VARS stands for, that's that laws of antioxidant we created in La Habra with in the university down there. Stands for valid. It's copyrighted. It's validated, meaning we proved it worked. I always ask, someone goes, well, I have this glutathione I really like. I'm like, is it validated? Do they have a patent? I'll contact the manufacturer. They say, no, they don't have any of that. Why would they? They don't even know that they have something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
They think it works. You pour some glutathione crystals in a capsule and there you go.
That's what
that
they all do.
doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
Because it's oxidized garbage by then. You don't need oxidized. You need reduced. So, and that's what that new vitamin C we developed. It's the first and only completely reduced vitamin C.
Totally. Yep.
Ascorbic acid,
Yeah.
which
super
is the
cool.
reduced form of it, but it stays stable.
Yeah. The company that we work with to manufacture that base ingredient for us,
Yeah, they tested it.
they tested it and double checked that the liposomes and everything were still intact, even in gummy form.
Yeah.
And their CEO loves that product. He buys the physician designed one and buys it for his whole family, so that they can all get the benefits.
Well,
of
people
that.
don't realize what a game changer the first truly functional reduced vitamin C really is. But we did it just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
It's
got
awesome.
bigger fish to fry, but that's another one. I guess one day maybe I'll get a Nobel Prize for developing all these. I don't know. I should, but
Yeah.
maybe no. I don't mean to say that. I should.
Real quick, going back to the glutathione, different versions of VARS that we have. So the capsules is the supplement version that we have for sale right now. We've been
Yeah, and
selling-
that's us combined with another technology.
You got
worked
it.
really well.
and it's a fantastic dry powder liposome glutathione that survives the stomach acids and
Yeah.
absorbs in the gut.
Bingo.
So that's why we
It survives being and stays in reduced form.
you got it. You got it.
like we designed it.
And so that one it takes a little bit longer to feel the effects of it, just because it has to go through the whole system. Versus our liquid oral glutathione absorbs
Which is super quick.
right in the mouth. Yep, and it's super quick.
It's funny because I saw a Pakistan paper on. We developed a new form of transmucosal glutathione. It's reduced. They used our process.
Yeah.
Really, those dicks.
We are not patented in Pakistan. That is.
No, well, they can have it there. That's their market.
So, what was I going to say about glutathione?
Sorry, I
stuff?
swore a second.
That's all good.
Pakistanis.
Okay, so utilizing both versions of it, because we're going to have both versions available very soon, the capsule and the
One
liquid.
day 4 or 5 versions.
Yeah, potentially. Yep. But a lot of people do fantastic on the capsules, and that's great. If that's what works perfect for you, keep on taking it. Even I know there's a lot of people that have been using it for sleep to help detox while you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's weird that
versions are great.
it doesn't change my sleep, but
Yeah, but for a lot of our patients, it's been super, super
I
helpful.
take 6 or 7 a day. I get rid of the inflammation, but I'm like 103, so it's crazy.
Yeah, our liquid version, when it comes back out in a few months, gives you real quick energy. I know for me, it's like literally within minutes, I'm feeling
It
energized.
is literally the ultimate super antioxidant.
Yeah,
I mean, so a molecule of vitamin C is equal to about 2 million molecules of reduced vitamin C. That's how much more potent it is. That's from Nayan Patel.
yeah.
Look at Gary Brecken's interview with Nayan if you want to know more about him.
It's a good one. That's good.
Yeah.
So a couple people were asking if there is a training for practitioners to do what you do.
Yes, when we get the AI out, I'm already collecting CVs and resumes, so the AI is going to be me. I don't know if that's good, but it'll be grumpy sometimes. It's because I get tired, but maybe it won't get tired. But yeah, we think it's a major game changer. I have a friend. I'll just say his name is Ralph, but I made that up. But he owns 30 tech companies, and his biggest right now is medical AIs, and he's wanting to do it, but he just wants to guide us. He said, "It's your company, your family, you own it. I don't want any part of it, but I want to help you get it out because it'll help so many people."
Yeah.
So yeah, this will be available worldwide.
So with those tools that we're building right now,
Yeah, we need counselors on the backside,
definitely.
doctors, people who like get into all this stuff and really like to counsel people because we get a lot. We're gonna have a lot of people going, "I need help with this."
Yep.
They sent me this. The AI said this. This is too much. Can someone explain this to me?
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of different levels of people they can use around the country.
Yep.
It's kind of like what's the airline here in Utah that started here? BYU guy that became so popular.
An airline.
An airline, and they have all these women who do sales for them online. All these stay-at-home moms.
I don't know about that.
Name a couple of big airlines. Not Delta.
Not Delta, not American or United.
No.
Is it like Breeze or Spirit or one of the smaller
You're
ones?
getting closer above that.
Allegiant?
No, you're getting closer.
Those are the only ones
above
I know.
that.
I don't
What
know.
is the other one that was really big?
Frontier.
Frontier. No.
Southwest.
Probably bigger than Frontier. We used to fly on it occasionally.
Yeah.
So,
Not JetBlue? No.
JetBlue.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So that's what he did. He hired people all around the country. They're stay-at-home moms that work.
Yeah.
Get paid for the hours they're online
Yeah.
doing it. So yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, for practitioners and other people out there, just stay tuned.
Yeah,
Good
you
things
get
are
to work
coming.
at home, raise your kids,
Yeah.
do all that. That's kind of our goal, but you got to know your craft.
Yep. So
Not crap,
that's all-
but craft. Well, you got to know your craft too, but craft
all
is what you
coming.
know.
It's all coming. So big things for the future. I'm glad that we were able to talk a little bit about some of our future plans and where we've been and what's coming.
Okay,
It's very
cool.
fun.
You guys good with that?
Yeah. Oh, everyone, we want to do more of these lives more often. So please share your thoughts on what content or what concepts, what content you want us to talk about with different things. If you have specific questions, always ask them. We like diving deep into things.
It's fun to talk about scurvy.
Yeah, you love talking about
I
scurvy.
tease them. I tease my scurvy. I make them wear a pirate shirt the next follow-up visit. They got to wear a parrot on their shoulder.
Mhm.
It's kind of required.
Someone said they need to clone Dr. Purser. Luckily, I have a brother that is a
Jared.
now. He's a doctor.
Yeah,
And,
Jared's followed him. I'm going to follow in my footsteps. Going to be here also in Florida. He's finished his residency in Florida.
Yeah.
He went to medical school there, yeah, DO school. It's funny because he got accepted to MD schools, and my wife's like, "You're gonna go to DO school because your MDs are, I don't know." She thinks DOs are a lot more open-minded.
They are. They're much closer to what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an MD, but I'm weird.
Yeah.
I've always disliked being an MD. I think that what they do is harsh.
Yeah.
Oh, I disagreed with shoving prescriptions on everyone. So I am working with a major residency program, the psychiatry program, because the residents kind of went up in arms. It's on the East Coast. They kind of went up in arms about prescribing meds to everyone. They're like, patients don't want that anymore. Can you give us other options? And so they reached out to me. So I've been working with the residency director and the people in the residency with vitamin panels.
Yeah. That's cool.
And that day is coming. It's what everyone thought. But if you look at the way that Big Pharma co-opted immediately the genetic stuff, now you really get tested to see what psychiatric meds you need, even though you may not need a psychiatric med.
Yeah.
What you really need is probably a vitamin deficiency
Totally.
taken care of. So weird, so typical. I was going to give that talk on my breast cancer survivor book in New York, and a friend of mine on the panel, the board, called me about 3 days before I was supposed to get on the plane, written the talk, worked real hard on it, blah, blah, blah. It's the biggest breast cancer survivor group in the U.S. She said, "You can't come. We're the companies that our major sponsor is a birth control pill manufacturer, and they looked at your data and said, you're not allowed to ever say that.
Oh, wow.
250% increase in risk of breast cancer. And if you're under 18, it's a 500% risk." Get this, the data, these are from 2 Northern European studies that were very well done. 500% lifetime risk of death, increase in death risk from breast cancer. Not getting it, dying from it.
Wow.
Do not give your daughters birth control pills if they're under 18. Don't do it. I don't care what.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're having horrible periods or whatever. Usually that's from vitamin deficiencies, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Even though we have a pharma, we have a biotech that will be big probably this year or next year, we're not going to be able to do that.
No, we're doing it the right way.
Yeah, hopefully I will stay true to form.
Yeah.
When Jackson's really in charge of it and I'm dead and gone. Jackson, don't sell it.
Never.
Your
Never.
mom won't let you.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We will be back on soon. Keep watching
Super,
our videos.
thank you. No,
Yeah.
thank you for supporting us, listening. I know I'm boring, but because I talk about this weird medical stuff, but I think my patients are super smart, so they get all this.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.